Yeah, dude. So that dog that was barking at you outside, that little one, I was changing my oil one time, and that dog got out, and it was bark. It sounds way bigger when you're underneath the car. Yeah, dude, it was terrifying.
The pause, but you hear the sound.
Oh, dude, I was nervous, but yeah, they're pretty cool. They let that dog out, you know.
Yeah.
But it's a little dog, so it's like no big deal.
But he lets you know there's something around. I guess that's good for the family, you know. Excuse me. Sorry. Welcome to the Rootin' Tootin' podcast.
Bang bang.
There we go. The dog that was outside was 8 feet tall, vicious and bloody. He's playing it down. He's playing it down.
It's like a little white dog.
Yeah, tiny little white dog.
Yeah.
But he came over. He was pretty brave. And then when I grabbed my phone out of my car because I forgot it, he like came around the side and tried to like jump me.
Yeah, dude.
And then his owner came by and like scurried him off. But I saw a dog attack on the internet. I don't know where it was, but it was like it was some guy jumping over like a really nice driveway cement wall thing. Like if you were to get in, it's at an angle that leads into the house that's like built with like a cement base like on top of a garage.
Yeah.
And this guy like leaps over the fence and falls down like 8 feet into the front of these two garage doors. And then he's like, okay, cool. He could dust himself off. And then like two Labradors just fucking like come right at him. And then like bite him in the leg, and he starts kicking the dog off. And he's like, oh fuck! Tries to jump on the fence. The top of the cement pillar has like those like iron rods.
Yeah.
You know, a fence. So like grabs onto that. To both the dogs. Like one dog gets him right on the ass, and like gets him, and then like hangs for like 2 seconds. He can't hold the dog. The other dog gets his leg, so when he falls down, he like twists. It was brutal. I was like, this guy is gonna get killed by these dogs. He's lucky he's pretty big, but yeah, it's like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know, you go into some like I don't know. There was like we were watching videos about gratitude, and I was just kind of like, I was always looking at my text messages like, you're such a pussy. When you reply, you're always like, well, thank you, okay, exclamation point, thanks, you know, But then I'm realizing like, even though it doesn't affect, it makes me more grateful saying thank you all the time versus, you know, expecting this shit like some people do. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Went to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, dude, nice, man.
And crossed it in 4 days. No guide. Apparently that's insane, but
hey, you want to know what? I think you could just follow the river and you'll be all right. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people were giving me too much credit. I was getting in my own head. Some guy offered me a job. It was weird.
As a trekker?
As a trekker, yeah. Dude, he's like, all I do is just cook the food, come over here, guide them to the place, set them up. Really what the company does, it looks like, is they set up the trips. So they'll pay for the 3 or 4 trips.
Yeah.
Through the so you get a house inside of the Grand Canyon. One person can like get one of those houses, a lodge or like an area to stay in those areas. They have those options available, but if you were going to go across the whole thing, you need to visit like 3 different areas, and you can apply for those and get a lottery for the dates. So I think what these companies do is they just, you know, do really hot dates, really busy dates.
Yeah.
And then they just charge somebody, hey, we have this available online, and then you just guide them. But this guy said he cleaned up like $6,000 in 2 weeks. So
wow, dude, that's nice.
It'd be kind of a cool job.
And then like you could, I mean, like, do they give you a house rent free, kind of?
I think you travel, but you get to it looks like he's from, the guy that I talked to looks like he was from Colorado. So you can do it out of Colorado, he was in Arizona and he was doing it from Arizona.
Yeah.
But he says he goes to other places and does it. So I think they have like maybe a contractor garage of some sort somewhere where you just go grab some shit for people if they don't have it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they do. I thought it was pretty genius. I'm interested in maybe funding something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice, man.
Yeah. Would that be like maybe $10,000 out the gate? You rent like 5-6 different weeks of the year.
Yeah.
Pay for all the trips, and then you try to contract people to come with you on those dates. This lady was doing a river trip. It was $1,800 a person.
Wow.
Yeah, they hike down and then they ride the river through for 2 days they like camp down there, and then the third day they take the river out of Grand Canyon to a car, and the car picks them up and then takes them back to their car.
Dude, a fucking night bicycle tour, you know?
Amazing, exactly.
Yeah, just light the bikes up, you know?
Yeah, you have them out. You do like 5 or 6, and then you just do. You don't tell them that they can get higher or anything, but you theme the thing 420 rides or something.
And you don't tell them that they can just do it on themselves.
Yeah, there we go. Look, you can drive in front of this building, really high and really drunk, sober, sober, completely for free, or you let me guide you and take responsibility. For
I know, like all these cool spots, and just take them to like random parks at night.
That is sweet. This is where I almost got stabbed once.
This is where a guy threatened to shoot me. You know,
I was propositioned for sex over here.
Yeah, that was Colfax and Beeler. You know.
We don't want to go to this TGI Fridays. Oh, why not? Because, you know, in the alley there, they have a gang fight. Oh, okay, cool. I won't go there.
Dude,
no. So shit like that. Okay. No problem. You know, a Yelp instead of it's called help.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know.
Dude, I saw a fist fight when I was turning valves, dude.
At in someone's house, in front of someone's house?
No, it was on Peoria, but below 6.
Okay.
So it was like in that area, dude, and they this guy, they just started getting out of their cars and fist fighting.
Oh my god.
And they look like, from the distance, they look like young men, you know? Uh-huh. So I was like, oh, they're gonna start shooting each other.
Was it the movement that you were like, oh, they're gonna he's reaching in for his gun, or was it look at each other out of the cars, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, get out, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I just assume that whenever I see a fist fight, that a gun's gonna get pulled. You know?
Same here, man. I exactly. I do escalate it to I'm like, oh, someone's gonna get stabbed shortly.
Yeah, and I didn't want to catch a stray bullet,
bro.
But dude, we ended up driving back over there for whatever reason, because the cops were there, and our valves were just on the other side. So I had to turn valves for the city to work them, make sure they work, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a main valve, you know? And so we're passing them by, and all the big valves are in the fucking main streets too, right in the intersections.
Of course.
So it's this is the most inconvenient, you know?
Do you have to stop traffic and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of.
And then they're getting arrested, and they're both they look like they're in their 50s.
Cause face wise, but their clothing is very young our era, or
they look like they were still repping the 90s, you know?
Oof.
It was
eight ball shirt or what?
No, dude, I don't know. One guy had a white beater and these blue shorts, but they were the Michael Jordan North Carolina blue shorts, you know?
Oh yeah. Okay, that light blue summer swag.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. They look like what was it? They look like they were from the 90s, dude, and they were still fist fighting in their 50s, which is unique. But yeah, I think the guy's car broke down, and the guy honked at him or something like that.
And he just had it.
I mean, I'm guessing that's what happened, because he didn't move his car, because he tried moving it, but he couldn't get it to start, and that's when the cops came, you know? But yeah, it was
okay.
So it was
he was probably having a bad day then.
I mean, they didn't look like they hurt each other. They looked like it's just a misunderstanding.
But you watched them make contact with each other?
Yeah, we watched them fight for a little bit, and this dude's just standing there watching them in the middle of the street. And I'm like, oh, I'm getting over here, you know?
What, dude? Like your coworker?
Yeah. So you go in teams. Yeah. So I'm just like, oh, man, I'm gonna head over here. Yeah, dude. Fucking, I don't know, dude. It was just unique, you know?
Yeah, I imagine it was hilarious. I don't know. For me, when I see, if it doesn't involve me, it's a little easier to just watch. But I'm like, all right, don't get too close. Where's my exit destination? Where can I hide behind if there's a fucking bullet flying?
Dude, I was watching too many rap videos, dude. The Jacksonville, how they don't like each other, and they're talking bad about each other, you know, that sort of Chicago style rap. And I was like, you know,
here we go.
I'm scared,
dude. They don't joke about it. Well, I was just thinking. I was just kind of what does the modern artist? What is a starving artist, consist of, what makes them starving is that, the art isn't something, I mean, it creates, of course, but it's what is the value to a painting. It's like what we establish as a civilization, because it's like, peak.
Dude, it's whatever rich people can get a loan out of.
That's what it came to me. I was like, there's some rich record producer, you know, and he just kind of went up to some young guys and he's like, oh shit, I can monetize this. Let's hear some of your rhymes. And it doesn't matter that the rhymes are violent, and so they could be, portrayed as, as like an art form. And I'm like, okay, cool. Humans created it, great.
Dude, are
they allowed to be called artists if they like talk about murder? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Expression or whatever,
Oh, hey, that's a good point.
Dude, as long as like the beat's like very good, and the lyrics are like very good, I'll probably listen to it. You know what I'm saying? There was I was listening to I've listened to this so many times, but Lil Nas's Industry Baby. I watched that video more than I care to admit, dude. And it's like it starts out with him in prison, and then like for the first 40 seconds it gets kind of like there's dudes dancing in the shower and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But after that, even though like that's going on, the lyrics are so like the beat is so good. Dun 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 dun. Like it starts out like that, like hard.
Yeah.
And then like he starts singing, and like I'm not gonna do it justice, but yeah, dude, it's fucking. I listen to that. Like,
so is it the juxtaposition of like is it like a hardcore rap and then like them dancing in the thing, or is like I actually never really heard the song?
He's talking about.
I saw some screenshots.
So I think he's gonna I think he's getting sued by Nike because he made some shoes that
look like it,
that had human blood in them.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was that he made those shoes with the human blood, but without the permission of Nike.
Yeah.
He flipped the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that I know that.
And so he got. I guess that's like
a big thing.
Yeah, I guess you can't sell human blood allegedly.
Yeah, there becomes a what's the limit? That kind of thing. Like
so he's in trouble, and he's singing about that, and he goes, "You weren't on my team anyway, or you weren't rooting for me anyway."
Yeah.
Like, dude, he goes into it, and then this guy named Jack Harlow, who's like another rapper, comes in.
I like Jack Harlow.
Yeah, dude, he came in hard, dude.
He did. Okay, maybe I'll have to listen to it.
It was like I send your girlfriend back with my hand printed on her butt cheek or something like that.
Dude, he's awesome.
Dude, it was like, oh, dude, I'm not even gonna do it justice, man. It's a good video.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it. I like Jack Harlow.
Just be ready for the first 30 seconds to like,
hold my Bible tight.
Yeah, hold your Bible tight.
Just kidding. No, more like it's just like I don't know. There's another music video. Maybe you could call a pioneer of gay hip hop.
Yeah.
His name is Fly Young Red.
Okay. Yeah.
I spammed my friends with it very many times for laughs. Because the name of the song is "Show Me Your Boy Pussy."
Oh, okay. Did you
gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's like brazen, and brazen homosexuality in like the way like a steakhouse shows you a grill. You know, like it's like.
Yeah.
And theirs is a dude twerking in red shorts.
Yeah.
But to a beat that's like, let me give you a little, hold on 1 second. It's like.
Oh, okay. That sounds familiar.
It goes, show me that boy pussy.
Oh shit.
It's pretty. It's unfortunately a really good song. And I'm saying unfortunately because it's like the lyrics in the songs. There's total club hit, little gay.
Yeah.
The video. Too many well done eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it wasn't the dudes twerking. It wasn't everything. It was just like it was a strip club.
Yeah.
Mixtape version of whatever Lil Nas X did.
Yeah.
So
it displayed the men as like the women in traditional rap videos.
Right, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, weird. Now that you're mentioning this Lil Nas X one, it's just like, man, they're like 4 steps ahead of that.
Yeah.
10 years later.
Dude, I heard something on sports radio because that's like what the guy I work with listens to a lot.
Course, yeah.
And he goes, and one of the guys was like, if you're too far ahead of the pack progressively, they're gonna look like you're wrong, you know, or something like that, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. 'Cause, 10 years ago, if you were to release that video, you know.
Yeah. How many? The day you start today, you'll thank yourself in 10 for the craft you achieved, and it's like, yeah, you're right. It's nuts. If you're jumping onto the styles that we have now instead of creating your own, you're making you're not making a mistake, but it's the harder path, but it's when you carve all out your own, and it's nuts. Lil Nas is like that, because I really like that country song that he made.
Oh yeah,
the Old Town Road or whatever.
Yeah, what was it?
Is it about his boyfriend bringing his boyfriend? Is that what it is?
No. Old Town Road. He goes, I got lean in my bladder, cheated on my girl. You can go and ask her. I'm pretty sure that's him. In the.
I think you're right. I think it is.
I think that's one of his lyrics. So like, I didn't know he was a homosexual. You know, for like a long time, and then
gay man. Okay, if that sounds like
sounded
weird,
bad, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that.
I say it like that too, and I don't want it to sound like we're stating it as fact and respecting his orientation.
I was listening to Industry Baby for like. They have like a 1 hour track. I listened to it all playing War Thunder. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come off like that.
And it did. I don't think it did. I just wanted to make sure that people
understand.
Yeah, we're using the same vernacular, but it's not. It
sounded. Oh man, I sounded like I was from the 60s.
Acid on there. There's no acid, no burn.
I'm embarrassed.
But no, we were actually admiring it. Really, we were really just stating it in as amazing.
Have you seen his song "Call Me by His Name"? That video?
No, man. For some reason, after Country Road, I just never really watched it. I watched that Jack Harlow the remix video, but I've seen the original.
Yeah.
What's Poppin'? I watch a lot of Doja Cat, man.
Really? I got to
She is not only beautiful.
Yeah.
Not only can she like do the Nicki Minaj thing where she does the little voice, better than, in my opinion, than Nicki.
Dude, because she grew up watching her, and she could add her own little, you know?
She has like the lo-fi quality that makes me comfortable with listening to a girl sing about dudes. Fall in love with dudes. And it's not saying that I can't. It's just you got to have a lot of talent in some area for me to be like, okay, I can admire this song past its purpose. Because she does that one song. I have a man, but I want you. It's fucking amazing song.
All right, I gotta check that out. I gotta go on Doja Cat.
But there's a song I know of that the Disturbia. You ever heard that song? If I hear chicks singing that song or listening to that song, I'm always like, she's breaking up with her boyfriend.
Oh, jeez.
Because it's not that bad. It's just like when he cheats, she wants to. The song basically says cheat before he cheats, and if you ever imagine chicks,
dude, we need to get on Spotify so we can fucking play these songs, man.
Do they let you play music on there?
I think so.
That's cool if they do.
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But her lyrics, her quality is spectacular. I know she has like a whole team and everything. But what I really like is her old albums had like
the cow video, or
she has like old albums where her songs are like,
it's impossible. The computer's got to be wrong.
It just seems like they were. Like she was more of a sophisticated woman trying to date dudes, and then like admitting to herself that she likes the bad qualities, but it's in search of a good mix more than like my yang to my yin. It's more of like it's like we match each other in so many different ways, and that her old songs are like that, and now her new songs are very, very similar, but
let's get down to facts.
They're not like quite romantic. They're more apathetic or like I'm just enjoying the feeling of, and it's pretty interesting. And there's not many other artists that do that, especially popular. I mean, I listen to a lot of instrumentals. What do you like to listen to?
Yeah, pretty much. I like the Soviet wave, the wave music. You know?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Soviet wave is actually. Oh man.
I can't even do it, but dude, I wish I had that fucking musical talent that I could replicate it.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I got these really cool videos of cartel, not executions or anything. Thank God. Fucking hell, I've seen too many of those.
Yeah.
There's
I agree that those are not normal signals.
There's like clips of them like dancing and like holding like 20,000 trucks in like a parking lot, and they're just kind of dancing in front of them, like kind of like showing off what they've done and stuff. And it's not. I'm not saying what the cartel does is cool. I'm not even like saying that. I'm saying like the aesthetic that they have created on their own of like guerrilla warfare with some modern touches is pretty interesting. And these guys, the video is it's at 18.7K or 18.7K.
Okay, yeah.
If you wanted to check them out, but they're like really mixed with that Soviet.
Yeah.
Like blending those. I know what you're talking about, where it changes color, right? And it switches, and then
there's like a rocket or something like that.
Yeah.
Feels like you're going to space.
Yeah. Or you looked at a TV and they blended a bunch of TVs from the 90s together with like one track from a modern era. Yeah.
Dude, I like to make my room really cold and dark and pretend I'm a fucking astronaut. You know?
Yeah. Roll around on the ground. 0G. Kick everything around. Stop coming into me. I'm in space.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know, it's probably. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm cooking, I just imagine someone's always sneaking up on me. You know, you ever do that? You ever just like you hurl them into your life?
That's when I stayed up for a couple days with some help. You know, get all jumpy.
Yeah, dude. Or when you stay up all night, and you'll eventually hear something in the area that's gonna boom.
No, I haven't the right
You
crew
know,
to
and
undertake such a dangerous journey.
Take a second, and then you.
We've just completed a mission lasting 6 months and are due for rotation
Oh,
in less
Jesus,
than
dude.
24
He's probably
hours.
already in this house, man.
My men are tired.
That's like.
He's here. He's definitely here. Oh, I just heard the door open.
Evidently, I didn't make myself clear
Sounds
enough
like
to
it's
you,
on my
Captain.
back
I did
right.
not call you to
Okay.
debate
Yeah, I start pulling
which
Call of
orders
Duty, you know,
must
and I
be
just.
carried out.
Dude, one time I yelled at somebody like real loud, like,
The new rules allow
"Look,
me to
let's
disobey
fucking
such
go!"
an
Or I'll
arbitrary decision.
blah blah
report
blah.
you.
Because I thought, because I thought they were an intruder, and it was just my brother like walking behind because he forgot his keys. You know, walking through the back door. I was like, I felt like so stupid, man.
Hey, man, dude, that probably would have saved you 1,000 other times, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's another universe where there's another universe where old ladies are the biggest murderers ever, and they sneak into your house, and you have to scream at every old lady, and every now and then that universe bounces in with us, and it's on an old lady. Your inner fight or flight is tuned to old lady, you know.
Yeah.
And that's probably what that was. Is you're just there you are.
Dude, I bet you get scared like that because that's when like back in the day you would get eaten by like a fucking, you know what I'm talking about, like a predator or something.
A leaf crunch is still menacing. Like, even though it's just a leaf crunch.
Yeah.
What does it say? You know, what are the implications? Or
You ever see like a cat like sneak up on a toy or something like that?
horrifying.
And you're like, oh, that if I was that size, that'd be me. You know?
Yeah, they say if cats were the size of mountain lions, they wouldn't be pets or something like that.
Yeah, they'd be tigers, dude.
We would be having an issue with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Listen, an issue we'd solve probably with firearms, dude.
That's our great equalizer, man.
Yeah.
People forget that part, man.
Oh man.
Well, I always hear I've heard an argument like, if you can't stop a woman from stabbing you with a knife without a gun, then you're not a real man. And I've heard this argument before, and I'm not like, I was just like,
dude, a knife can go inside you whether it's like done by a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
it's scary.
So if it's like,
I'd kick and run away and hope I'm faster than a girl.
oh, bro, I'd start doing those side steps around corners and shit. I don't do any athletics or anything, but those box things, I feel like you could dodge a jab or dodge a stab pretty easy if you're like going sideways. Unless they slash.
Oh, dude, or you
Fuck
trip.
the slash.
Or you trip or fall by something.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm talking about?
And then they get like 4 of them in. You can't get back up.
You're done.
You're done, dude. Oh, God, I heard about that lady that won that case that cut that dude's penis off in the sleep.
Oh, the Bobbitt one?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 20, 30 years ago,
I was 6 years old when that happened, I think.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that she got away with it over long-term trauma, but it's also like,
oh, dude,
someone could be held captive and then just pop, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Of like if you have a good lawyer in this country, dude, you can get away with a lot, you know? Like,
yeah, the law doesn't say what's correct or incorrect. It only states which gets you jail time or fines.
You ain't got to convince the world. You just got to convince 12 people and maybe one other guy.
That's so fucking weird to think about, man.
And then, like, you know, if you're a lawyer, you probably know, like, manipulation tricks or, like, who to select based on, like, you know, like, oh, okay, yeah, that guy has a, I don't know, an American flag hat. He's going to approve of this self-defense deal. You know?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going to, or well, you can make assumptions. They have to be unbiased, but there's people that get through those all the time, you know?
Yeah.
And even then, it's like, what's going to win the case?
Yeah.
My client's integrity and my integrity?
Oh, dude, there was
you know?
Yeah, there was a lawyer who said, like, don't say anything because no matter what, you can sound guilty.
Exactly.
A good prosecutor can make anybody sound guilty, allegedly, you know?
Yeah, they say...
don't say anything, you know,
This guy says, all you have to say is, I don't talk to cops, or you say... I know it sounds vicious.
I wouldn't do that to ATP. ADP.
What's
Dude,
ATP?
ADP, or Aurora Police Department.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, there was a guy who took his firearm and bashed a dude right in the face.
For what?
I guess like he was resisting arrest or
something.
something.
Is it the one? Oh, he's about to. Is that the recent one over the fence?
Oh, no, he didn't about to. I saw the video. It had like 2 body cameras. One was from the female cop who got let go for not reporting it. And the other one was from the police officer who hit the guy. And he pulled his gun out
There was 2 guys holding the dude down or no?
It was a guy and a girl.
Okay.
So there was 2 guys. One guy got away, and then like they got the other guy. You know?
Oh, near a tree on the dirt.
Yeah. And then it looked like he took out his frustrations. I was trying to find the unedited video. I finally found it. You know, which they should just release. You know?
Yeah. It always
because it made sense it didn't make sense, but like you could. Like you saw where like you're like, oh, okay, yep, yeah, he
took aggression out instead of actually doing his job.
Yeah, he no longer deserves to be a police officer, you know.
Yeah,
like that sort of thing. You know,
is there? I mean, it's hard, man. There's a 1 strike rule. It's like,
well, he kind of went overboard, you know.
I mean, I'm not trying to defend the police officer for like breaking the law.
They have a shitty job.
That's the thing right there. That's what I was gonna say. it's shitty. Anybody who's trying to be cool all the time, like, it's gonna be rough.
I feel like,
but like you said, like, they just have to screen for that.
Well, I think police officers deserve twice as many vacation days as they get right now. You know?
Yeah.
I know that's like controversial, and I base this on no actual science, but like that and like go, this isn't acceptable behavior. Because even so, where I work, a lot of the police officers get their cars fixed. Or actually, all the police officers and the fire trucks, they all get their car fixed where I work.
Interesting.
You know? Yeah. Or at least in a similar on the base or whatever, compound or whatever. And
station.
Some dude was like, "What do you want to like?" You know, oh, she got fired for just standing there. And he goes, "What do you?" And one guy just said, "What do you want to do? You know, you can't snitch on your partner." Like that. And I was like,
oh, there it is right there.
I was like, that isn't, like, I didn't say anything because, you know, like, the police kind of, I feel like, I don't think that would have been very productive. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I should have said something. I don't know if I'm just being a pussy.
No, bro.
But, like, he said that, and then, like, they started arguing about it. So at least
in front of you.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. How was it? Man, I wish the fist fight started
Because I was like, okay, well, thank God I don't have to say anything. The other cop said something to that cop, you know?
Yeah.
But they were like pumping their gas, so we pump our gas at the same station, and that's where they were talking about it. And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, dude, that's tough, man.
It is, because
7, 6,
like, a good society creates good people. That's all they say, right? Or like a good society should, okay, it doesn't always equal, but should equal better people, and a representation of those people will be in the character of anybody with some power and or no power, you know. So it's like you see these 2 cops
Like you could see the
two different schools of thought in there.
You could see that there's a change going, you know.
Yeah.
But you can also see the old culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you believe there's an old culture of asshole cops?
Oh, 100%. I think I saw him on Friday.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, okay. So,
you don't snitch on your partner. It was like
gang, dude. It's like a gang, man.
I was like, oh, okay. Like I don't know. It was just such a not odd, but like, okay, I see that this guy might be next to be let go. You know what I'm talking about? Like
it's yeah, no,
but then you had the other cop arguing against it. So you know,
you also caught this out of context, right? Like you kind of caught it also.
Yeah.
Or did you hear full conversation? Full conversation.
Not full conversation. Kind of.
Okay.
I was just pumping my gas.
Okay, so there could be.
But they were talking about it, you know. And
maybe right before you showed up, he's like, "I'm gonna play devil's advocate," and this guy's gonna believe us.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing. But it's crazy. Yeah, the schools of thought that these old. Okay, you ever heard of? There's a movie called the 6'5" or the 9'6" or 6'9" or something like that. You ever heard of it? It's about or the 9'9", something like that. It's about a police department in New York that was so corrupt.
I could see that happening.
It was so corrupt in the 70s and through the 80s or something like that, or through the 90s.
Dude, the Aurora Water Department was bullshit in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
You're lying to me.
No, they didn't do shit. They like did everything like fucked up.
Pocketed everything.
Like yeah, like they were pretty shit. And then like a lot of those dudes got rid of, you know?
Really?
Yeah, like some dude was telling me about it, you know?
How long had he worked there?
Since 40 years.
It's a good job then, huh?
I mean, like, good
What did he get paid out?
I think he makes like $90,000 a year, but he's like a boss.
Okay,
but he was
a degree and stuff, or
nah, he's just worked his way up, you know.
Nice.
But he was saying in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, like the early 90s, that the water department didn't do a whole lot of stuff. You know, they didn't upkeep a lot of the equipment. So even today, we start catching up from that. You know.
Dang.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that would make sense if that happened. If that happened at a fucking water department, dude, that definitely could happen at a or police department.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the reason why was not the reason why. It was so easy.
They didn't have cell phones back then.
They didn't have cell phones. It was super easy. The partner thing was huge.
Yeah.
There was dude, there was some crazy stat. I really don't want to blow it, and I don't even really want to say it, but it was
Just
really,
say allegedly.
Allegedly, and it was similar to along the lines of reoccurring event. No kidding. It was 9 out of 10 cops or something a week were getting fired for corruption or something like that.
9 out of 10?
Yeah, we're
Dude,
getting
they
fired
ain't
for
got nobody.
Blatant out of corruption.
So not even like the subtle guys. Wow.
Yeah,
man.
like the one guy, I can't remember, was they were saying is on his way. So it's kind of like it wasn't. You were making so much money because people were selling. So before the mob took control completely, they were fighting with the mob. Cops were fighting with the mobsters, basically. Yeah. But the cops were pocketing all the mobsters' money. And for like 6 years, they worked inside they couldn't outright do with, but they were just as vicious as the mob towards the drugs. Yeah. If that makes sense. So they would get the drugs. They would go to someone's house. I know you're a fucking drug dealer. You shit your pants.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I got scared. I got scared, man.
Imagine the cops being like that.
You put me in that moment.
They're tooting right now.
I definitely did a toot. I was smelling it and it just walked over.
Big ass mouthful.
I farted, everyone.
But now it smells like the 80s.
We can move. Hold on.
No, I don't care, man. I don't care that much. It's all right. I'll be a real man and show whoever
we
listens.
wear a mask for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I had those 3 COVID shots on the way in, and the vaccinations on the way in.
Yeah, dude.
I'm safe. Okay.
I might have given you typhus, dude.
Damn it! Is that what the second one was? And you told me you gave me 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, fuck. No. So the cops were just as vicious. They know you're a drug dealer. They have an idea you're a drug dealer. They know your family's a drug dealer, or your family has something to do with it. They'll kick in your door, take the drugs you have on you. They will kill you eventually with negligence, or they book your ass and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I watched this movie. Why can't I remember not very much of it? But I just remember they were saying that like you just pick up briefcases of drugs. You'd basically be going mobsters bad guys. So like who the mobster didn't like as well as the cops. You would go kick in their house, kick their shit in, take their money, just pocket all of it, take the drugs, go party with all the prostitutes that the mobsters own, and then you hit up the other mobsters and be like, hey, we fucked those guys up, give us some money. Yeah. Or we're doing it for them to you, kind of thing. And so they were just back and forth, and there's a guy that tells the story. He has a podcast too.
Yeah.
The guy's like talks about being a cop in the corrupt times and like stealing drugs and like getting with hookers and like blackmailing people. And it's nuts.
Dude, you ever watch a movie from the 70s? Everything looked decayed, you know?
It looked wet and sweaty.
Yeah, it looked like cold too.
Yeah.
Dude, the 70s is a weird ass time, dude.
No cameras, high murder rates, drugs. Nobody knows anything about drugs. Not a fucking thing.
Massive drugs, massive fucking. Also, they had like a lot of pollution, I think, and that like affected a lot of people and made them more crazy and aggressive. I think they had lead and gasoline, and that would make people more impulsive. Allegedly, you know.
Well, it sits on your brain, right? It sits on your frontal lobes and shit.
Yeah, like if you got lead poisoning, like you're more likely to be crazy, you know?
I wonder what's happening. Well, I wonder what's going on with us right now, if there's something like that.
Microplastics.
It could be, there's that.
Not fucking around.
Biofluorocarbons or whatever.
Well, dude, if you think about it, like our water, like a lot of new homes have like PEX and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like made of plastic, you know? We drink out of water bottles, you know? I wonder if like the accumulation of plastics will be the next lead, you know?
Yeah.
I base this on no science whatsoever, but you know what I'm saying?
No, but there's stuff to it. Our food is.
There are also craters.
It almost looks as if
it's natural. It's late. It comes out to us naturally, and we drink it from like a fucked up river and stuff. But putting it in like a plastic bottle, it's like we have a hard time winning. Glass is always so dependable, but.
It's too expensive.
It's expensive, yeah. I mean, we need the nation to cooperate in those cases, but you have to make a nation that has some sort of integrity to fucking take a glass bottle back, because you can't do it out of need, you know? Because Mexico right now, I know for sure, if you take a fucking glass bottle back to the thing, they'll fill it up for you and stuff. But there's an option. If you don't have a glass bottle, you can buy a little plastic bag from them with a straw in it, and it'll be like the same price, but it's like in case you don't have a glass bottle.
Okay.
And then they'll just fill the plastic bag and you sip out of a bag walking across the beach. But how easy is that bag to just throw away and the straw to just toss? You know? It's crazy.
Dude, what was it? We have like 3 landfill. We have like multiple landfills that they expect to be full, you know?
Do they?
And then once they, like in like 30 years or something like that.
Okay.
But they said it was 50 years and now it's 30 years or something like that. So, like, with every more people and every year we have more and more people and more waste, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's going to these landfills. And you can build over a landfill, but you got to remediate, you know? You got a bunch of nasty stuff and you don't know what's down there, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Were you the one that was telling me about landfill vents?
Oh, the methane that they were burning for the not flue gas, but yeah, the naturally occurring methane that they use to like power stuff and like they burn it. Yeah, dude.
So when they how do they transition in a landfill from like just absolute garbage and seagulls to
it depends what's your EPA standards, you know?
Oh, I see.
It's kind of like Rocky Flats where it's like, oh yeah, this is safe, just you can't eat any vegetables that are grown in the ground, you know? It's like, all right.
What the fuck, dude?
But yeah, I think
that's how toxic my Doritos bags are.
Doritos might be maybe a safer option.
Growing Doritos?
No. Than living on top of an old landfill. I believe. You want to know what? Yeah. Don't quote me. I feel like I should research this bullshit.
But you actually kind of have an idea of how the environment works. Plus, so I mean, it's not like your opinion isn't unvaluable. Okay, so valuable.
But you would have to remediate, and that would be expensive. You know. And I assume you would need like a barrier or something like that. You know.
You'd have and like a complex fabric, miles long, or what? What do they do? Do they do like foam?
I mean, one of the things you want to go worry about is contaminating groundwater. So they do have that liner, but they also use like a 2 foot of clay so that the water doesn't go down, because allegedly, clay's like real compact, you know. So like water doesn't really move through it, you know. So they have like a 2
It never does, or
I mean, it'd take like 200 years to move through. Like, it's either like 2 feet or 2 meters of clay. So like one of those two, you know.
So holy shit!
But it's like all clay.
Holy shit, for real?
Yeah. So like in soils, you have like a triangle, and the top of the triangle is clay. It's called Pascal's triangle. On the left of the triangle is sand or something like that, and the right of the triangle is silt. You know. And they're all like a little bit different, you know.
It's like a flow chart of like how water can penetrate through, or is it like a zoom in of each thing?
Yeah. Like this is all clay, and then in the middle's loam, and like that sort of thing.
Okay.
Okay. So like every soil's a little bit different, you know.
Interesting.
But hey, soil science is fucking a cool thing to talk about.
Please tell me more about your soil science. Yeah. That's what we should have called this, and then we could have been called the diapers or something. We call our fans diapers. You know?
Soil scientists.
The soiled scientists.
Yeah, dude. Jesus.
I got the questions. I'll be Dan from that one, the slow-mo guys. You ever seen those guys? There's one guy on there, Dan. This is kind of unfair because I've only watched enough, but not that he doesn't add anything, but he definitely gets all the experiments done on him. So,
okay,
yeah, you tell me. So allegedly this dirt bullet won't kill me, right? Let me see if I freeze it. We're gonna try both.
If you fall from the ground, will the dirt kill you? You know?
yeah. When does it start to possibly kill me? 5 feet. We'll move up from there. I just start getting hurt. You go to 10. You fucked, dude. For science.
Yeah. Fuck.
Soil science. Dude, clay really like that. I was thinking right now.
Yeah, dude, we still have clay pipes. Clay water pipes.
Where, in this country?
Yeah, in this city. In Aurora. Like for waste.
Oh, where it doesn't matter that much. And then water moves through it so fast that it never really penetrates?
No, it's just like what they used back in the day. They had like cast iron, asbestos, cement, you know?
Good God, man.
Yeah.
You put that shit in everything.
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking mad, dude. My uncle was trying to tell me, like, this is how you decide whether or not it's asbestos. You take it, you pull it apart. You see those fibers? You take a lighter to it, and if it doesn't catch fire, then it's asbestos. And, I'm just thinking that is... Obviously, I feel like that is a good method, but not for what I want. I don't want that bullshit in my lungs.
Oh, God.
He was trying to do it to one of my siding tiles.
Did you, have to slap his hand away or something?
I was like, hey, I'm good, Uncle.
Please.
I believe you. How do you know it's going to be asbestos, though? And I go, you want to know what? This is asbestos. My other neighbor's is asbestos. And he goes, it's not hurting anybody. Uncle, I don't want asbestos siding.
I don't want it in general.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I got to remediate the asbestos around my pipes, dude.
I wonder what he's looking at when you said that. Like, I just want to show you my cool little trick.
Well, asbestos is doesn't catch fire. So it used to be like what firefighters would wear in their suits. But it's like this long, tough fibers, and they would use it as additives to make everything a little bit more fireproof. So if you break it apart, you'll see a little bit of fibers, and then if you take a lighter to it and those fibers don't catch on fire, then it's asbestos. You know?
Okay, and if it does catch on fire, it's been updated.
Yeah.
What was the alternative?
It's not asbestos. You know?
It's not asbestos. Okay, so then you could be like, cool, no mesothelioma.
Yeah, but I gotta get You know, I don't know, like, if I got to get a permit. I feel like this is one of those things I need a permit for, you know? And a license to remediate.
Rough.
Because he was like, oh, you just throw it in the bags and you just throw it at the dump. And I'm like, I feel like this is a hazardous material, you know? He's one of those builders, man, from back in the day, you know?
Just dump it, man.
Like, he started...
I don't know your uncle, man. I feel bad.
He started working for the city in, like, the 70s, you know?
When he was, like, on the street corner chewing a real thick piece of gum with, like, a big old mustache.
Yeah, dude, just fucking...
Screaming at his buddy down in the manhole. Screaming down, like...
hey, Tony!
Hey, Tony, you should see this broad up here.
Yeah, dude. Harassing women as they walk by.
No, I'm kidding, bro. I don't think your uncle was like that.
I mean... I'm pretty sure he might have been like that when he was younger. If I had to guess. But yeah,
I want to meet him.
I mean,
what an alpha.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. So I'm like, oh, all right. So I tested my bathroom for asbestos, and the only thing that's asbestos in there is like the tape they use for drywall. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just cut around that, you know.
Oh man.
And then
any exposure to it is basically.
Yeah, it's bad. There's no safe level exposure to asbestos.
No way.
Allegedly.
And it was put into literally everything.
Everything. Roofs, fucking installation, wraps.
Wow.
I guarantee you your heating ducts have asbestos on them.
1942.
Yeah, 100% asbestos on your heating ducts, dude.
If this guy updated them,
they still might have them, dude.
They might have not done literally everything.
Yeah. But yeah, roofs, fucking wraps around ducts, you know, like all this stuff, man. And it was like tiles, you know.
Damn, man,
they love that shit, and they knew it caused.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Because back in the day, all the people who would mine asbestos in Greece would use goat bladders as like
mask.
Yeah, so that they wouldn't get sick, and they literally called mesothelioma the disease of the slaves, because they would get lung disease as they were mining asbestos.
How long did they been using asbestos?
5,000 years.
You're fucking serious.
Yeah, it grows. I mean, it doesn't grow in the ground, but it's in the ground and it's fireproof.
I thought they like invented it ad hoc in the 1920s.
Nah, dude, it was like there's a book from like the 1850s that talks about the wonders of asbestos. Like it was like asbestos is a fantastic material
given to us by the Greek gods.
No, they didn't say Greek gods, but like back in those days, I guess they like or at least in this book they go the creator has blessed us with with asbestos, a fireproof material or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But dude, it's a lever box recording, so it's free online. I had to go find it again.
Dude, that's so interesting. I mean,
but yeah, dude, they had a paper in like the 1920s.
Does it conduct electricity?
I don't think so. If not, we could go find out, man. I got asbestos in my fucking
on a tab in your browser right next to Pornhub.
Hey man, hey dude, we got it. We got it in the crawl space. And we got it in the fucking side of the house.
Oh, so they gave you shit. They gave you info.
No, this is just what like I've been finding out, you know? Damn. Yeah, so I bought this house. I didn't know I had this much asbestos in it. My house is never catching fire, you know?
That's cool.
I'm sleeping with a cigarette in my mouth.
Just trying it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sleep. And then you become a religious man like Homer Simpson.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Do you remember that episode where he tries to save... or Flanders tries to save him.
Yeah.
And like he runs into the house because the cigar falls into the newspaper, and he picks up Homer and he throws him. He runs upstairs to grab a mattress to throw.
Oh shit!
Yeah, throw out the window, and it falls in front of the window right in front of their house. And then he throws Homer from the sofa onto the mattress outside, and he bounces up into the second floor's window and smashes into where the bed was. and then fucking Flanders is like, all right. And he does like a front flip into the mattress and then does a back flip into the fucking second window, story flip. And then he, or no, it's something like around those lines. But it's dude, The Simpsons is amazing.
Fucking, let's do a Simpsons episode. Let's both watch one episode and then
we could do some topical humor on it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm realizing our demographic may be truckers and working guys.
Oh,
What do you think? I mean, I'm not saying. I don't think I'm saying enough N bombs. I'm saying neutron bombs.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, or is it like who's not? Who's
Dude,
gonna
you know
listen
what
to
we
us?
could do
Who's
is we could pretend to be conservative guys to get our numbers up. You know,
There we go.
it'd just be total. No, I'm joking.
No,
I'm
dude,
joking.
be meta.
Yeah.
My trad wife. No, hold on.
No.
Well, today in the news, Nancy Pelosi. You know, like that, like
Hiss boost.
yeah. Dude, there's a guy who I work with. He's like not like a dog, but this is like as soon as you say Nancy Pelosi around him, he like goes on these rants, you know?
I did one of those the other day. It sucked. Go ahead.
No, all you gotta do is Nancy Pelosi, and then he just go. He'll throw up his hands. And it's like like a
Dog whistle.
yeah, like a Pavlov's dog or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
how like they would ring the bell and the dog would drool because he thinks he was getting food.
Yeah.
This is the opposite. He gets angry, ready for an argument.
Ready, dude. It sucks. Both sides are always ready for an argument, and fucking Nancy Pelosi is like,
I don't know what she does or what she did, but she pissed off a lot of middle-aged guys over the age of 35. You know?
yeah, it's because she married into a rich family, and
That's crazy.
she can't get. She's like third in place for the presidency. Let's see what else. I mean, I'm only thinking of things that would if I didn't like somebody and I didn't want them to have anything, and they got stuff for no reason.
Oh, dude, my uncle was telling me that that like he can't kick. So he owns like like his house and another house, and the guy living in his house like won't leave, and he can't kick him out.
Oh.
But like he didn't lose his job, he just didn't stop paying my uncle. So he owes my uncle like 24 grand, but like he can't collect that money until like October 1st or something like that.
He extended the moratorium or whatever.
Yeah, so like he absolutely hates Governor Newsom, you know?
I can see that, man.
Or who's
Like,
that
the guy
governor of California? Whoever that guy is, my uncle like hates
I think
him.
it is Newsom. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Guy's a character from The Purge, dude, for sure. He's
Really?
like he's an elite guy from The Purge. He's and oh, you know what? Another
Is he
reason,
a bad dude or?
I know that.
I get all my political advice from my friends. You know?
Okay, all right.
100%.
What I do know about Newsom is that he accepts a lot of money from lobbyists, even though he says he doesn't. He has a lot of friends in the film industry.
Okay.
Whom are really good friends with the unions.
He looks like a movie star.
Yeah, that they say he's a Ken doll. There's like that's like one of the things. It's like he's Governor Ken doll. You know.
He looks handsome as fuck. You know?
Yeah,
So I'll give him that. You know?
He's a Purge character in that sense. Like he's kind of like
Is he a
he's
bad guy though? Is he a bad guy, or
Okay,
is he a
depending-
guy who made a decision and was like, all right, this might not be the best decision, but this is the decision we have to make. You know, like a hard decision. You know?
Yeah, I think he's bad in the sense that he doesn't practice what he preaches.
Oh, okay.
You know,
He's a bit
in
of
that
a
sense.
hypocrite.
Yeah, because he had a huge villa party right at like maybe 2 months into the thing with the ADA. He had a dinner at the French Laundry.
The
something.
American Dental Association, the
No,
ADA, American Disabilities Act.
I think it was ADA or something like that. He had like with like their top 8 guys, and this is like the time of the masks were super serious.
Okay.
And he had like a private, and he said you couldn't go out to restaurants or anything. And
he's
went,
like sacrificing goats and shit like that.
well, he like went in there and had dinner with them, like an expensive dinner, I guess, without masks and no social distancing and a show.
Oh, like
and
the whole rich people don't get sick.
Rich people just get to do whatever they want in a state where like a lot of the money comes from small business owners.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, small business owners, you can't run your shit this way.
Oh,
but my
yeah.
big buddies can run their businesses this way.
Yeah, you
Kind of
keep-
thing.
Yeah, you're, even though, so like my uncle's tenant didn't lose his job, he just stopped paying him. So like he kind of took advantage of that, you know. And my uncle kind of got stuck paying the bill because he still got to pay taxes, you know. So I don't know. I don't think that. But you know, I don't know what. I don't know. You know. Yeah. Sometimes you have to make hard decisions.
I'll tell you what. Nancy Pelosi's district is San Francisco.
She seems all right.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Have you heard of San Francisco?
I heard that San Francisco is like a dirty place. Like there's trash all over. Like,
the median income for that place is it's like $140,000.
No fucking way.
For like I think it's more than that. I'm actually being nice.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's I think like with a two income family.
Yeah.
Household, it's like 180 is medium income. So a place like that with the taxes so fucking high. How
is there so many homeless people if there's that high of taxes?
Oh, exactly.
Listen, I don't want to get too political.
No, I understand what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying.
But how do you pay the most taxes and have the most homeless people? You know,
the same reason there's fat homeless people. You know, the world will never know.
Like, I could get fat homeless people because if you're eating from dumpsters, you're gonna eat from a dumpster at a Hardee's. You know?
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, that
okay.
makes sense to me. But like if you're paying like the high, if you're the richest. If you're the fifth richest country in the world, you pay the highest taxes.
California by itself,
yeah,
it has the fifth biggest economy, is what you're getting at, right, in the world.
Yeah. And you pay the highest taxes. Why are there so many, like, homeless people?
Dude, I heard that they said it was L.A. County.
Yeah.
So Skid Row was like a mile in L.A. County. Yeah. I guess now L.A. County is Skid City.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I haven't seen anything. I've been trying not to look up pictures and stuff. But if you go to
my uncle says they live, they like throw their trash in the highway. But you gotta understand that he's pretty upset. So
yeah, he's gonna have a bias.
Yeah.
Plus, states like that, like
there's no alternative, Mila.
Yeah, but
okay, I this is what I can say. Yeah. Governor Newsom is fascistic.
I love you.
He's best friends with a lot of corporations that run the businesses, and they share beliefs, and they have most control over a lot of the power there. Oh, and what the crazy thing is California has the highest amount of Republicans than any other state.
Yeah.
Dude,
if you go to Northern California, dude, it's like, it's I wouldn't even say Republican. I would say very like less government. They do not like the rest of the state, you know?
Yeah. They're saying, I've heard they want to split that one.
I feel like California should have two governors.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
I feel like it's too big of a state. That way, yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't understand how you pay the most money and have the most problems.
It sucks because...
Where does that money go to?
Exactly, man. And that's the thing. It's like California is a beautiful fucking place. Everybody wants to live there and stay there. And so you understand that it costs you a little bit more money. But it's like all of a sudden you're paying more money and there's people living on the street for free. You know, and you're just kind of like,
not even that, just like, you know, dude, if you're gonna,
it's a dangerous place to live, you know.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not saying homeless people just kill and rob, but there's desperate people do desperate things, you know.
I'm pretty sure. So like I walk around here at night to go like gas stations and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I would do that in Los Angeles. You know.
You're a pretty brave guy. Remember when we were talking about going to those protests and just recording and talking to people?
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Like that's crazy that even still like you would not do that there. Is it because of like the amount of them?
I feel like they would. I feel like you would get shot in Los Angeles because there's a highway system, and because of the highway system, you could commit a crime in Sylmar and then end up in Inglewood. You know what I'm talking about?
Before anything shows up with your name on it.
Before like the cops show up, you know? Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I think. I think that's why. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Don't ignore me.
No. Hey, I think it's fair. Like it would be if you were to get shot anywhere in California.
I feel like Los Angeles would be it.
Absolutely. I think I would get shot at a diner in California pretty easily. I don't. Well, just because like, dude, they have like retaliation all the time with like gangs and.
Dude,
it's nuts.
Their prisons are racist.
Yeah.
Like racist.
Against each other, everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like.
I was watching this video and I was like, oh wow, it's like 1950 over there.
Oh yeah.
In the prisons, you know.
Well, they have that the gang culture, like prison culture is like fucking tough to weed out of people, man. Like We're warriors, dude. Men are fucking originally meant to fight other men, but society lets us not have to do that.
Thank fucking God.
Thank God, dude. I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. You know.
Listen, I don't want to fight a guy over my car breaking down on Peoria. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, that's it. This is the sign. God's calling me. I'm gonna pick up right now. Ask this guy. Ask the guy, come at me, bro, and then just. Yeah, dude. I completely. People, like, there's a good quote in Fight Club where he's like, people will do anything they have to do to not get in a fight until it's over. I was watching a YouTube video where a girl, this was last night, actually it was on Twitter. It was a girl, like an employee at like a fucking Walgreens or something, pushed a skinnier lady, but like had some years on her. It looked like a little bit.
Pushed an old lady?
Not an old lady, like this. And I only mentioned the races because of the undistinguishable age, and that's hopefully a compliment to every ethnicity, and it's not portrayed as negative. The girl that was the clerk there was like Asian, and she was pretty chubby, and it's low quality, but I'm pretty sure she was Asian and like younger, but looked like she had just had it, and she pushed this older black lady, but the older lady looked like
she had it too. And they just started fighting.
Yeah, she's like this, and then she goes up to the girl, and she goes, the girl's like, I'm dead. So the girl pushes the other girl, knocks a rack over, a bunch of shit on it. Rack's kind of empty, and then the girl goes, I'm sick of your shit. Get out of this store. Kind of like that's it. Movie time. You know, slap out. Didn't work. Girl comes back and goes and says something like, oh yeah, you done it now, or this is what you asked for, or some shit like that.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Starts putting her hair up. I'm like, oh, here we go. The girl sees what she does and kind of walks away, and then
no, you can't leave. You
yeah,
started.
Exactly.
Hey, you gotta listen. You started that fight, mattress truck. You know, you gotta get out and do that.
That's exactly what happened. The girl's like, oh shit, and she does kind of grabs her butt. If you ever seen a girl fight, it's like
Hair.
the taller girl or the girl with like the faster hands or the better grit just grabs hair, boom, yeah, wad of it, and like forces her down and just starts like slap punching and like holding the grip and like slowly putting her head to the ground and like getting her to head down on her knees kind of thing and start slapping her. I was like, this is a perfect time to sink those hooks in and put her to sleep. But no, I think she didn't want to use her black belt, you know, and just fucking kept slapping her. This is what you asked for. This is what you asked for.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
This is what you wanted. This is your fault. Like that, like smacking her and beating her up. And then the girl starts just like crying and crying and crying until somebody like comes up and like pushes her off. She goes, that's what you wanted. That's what you asked for. And the girl's like,
dude, you just.
That's one of those things I was saying. Like, just
I
there's
have
a
long
limit
hair.
right there, you know.
I have long hair, and now I'm gonna sew razor blades into my hair. So if a dude grabs it,
I heard about a political. This was political, but it's hilarious. More of a prank than it is the side. It was political signs on the side of a street, and somebody kept running them over every single time they kept getting put up, and so somebody grabbed like 2 or 3 of them and like rigged them with like spikes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So people who would run them over, all kinds of cars, of course, and it was both sides did it. Would run them over, the car would go, pah!
Yeah.
And like nobody died or anything, but nobody could really get in trouble for it because it was like, it's my sign. I could put spikes on it if I want. I could put razor blades, you know, like there's no sidewalk here kind of thing. And I think the case ended up failing for whatever reason, but nobody really got hurt, but a lot of damage was done.
There's like a car parked right behind your car. I just thought that was weird, you know?
You weren't worried.
Is he?
Were you,
I don't know.
Just a little.
Uh-oh. This is staying up late. This is what it does to
Oh,
you.
bro, I was gonna tell you I had
Let me just flick on my fucking, let me make sure my porch lights are on.
I think they're
I'm
on.
glad you're okay.
It should be. It's probably just my neighbor.
All kinds of electronic signals. The
But I
media's
also,
crazy. I don't understand it.
I'll see here.
Mila, stay here with Wright. Holden, you're coming with me.
Yes, Captain.
Whatever, man. There's two of us, and
Yeah, dude. I really feel like some people don't understand the bad shit can happen at any moment feeling.
yeah.
And to describe it to people makes you feel like a maniac, but
I feel like I want to go outside and smoke a cigarette. You know?
you want to be on the offense,
No, I meant like,
see what they're doing.
yeah. I don't know. That's weird. I've never seen them before.
I get that feeling, man. There's a new car parked in front of my house too, and I'm like, why does it look so familiar? But I'm pretty sure it's a new car. Are they looking at my car?
Nah. I don't know. Hope they can see me.
I love when they can see me. Oh man, I open my window and I make it obvious, and I have like a headlamp on.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's he doing inside?
Hold
with
on.
a
Let me take
headlamp?
out my shirt so I look more
Intimidating?
like I have less to lose. I think it's just my neighbor. But yeah, you're parked right behind me, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing happened to your car.
cool.
You said you
I got
What is it?
some
Yeah.
herb. Also, I wanted to.
Oh yeah, my neighbor has like 6 different cars. He has a big family, so he has like 6 different cars. And then my other neighbor is a mechanic. He has like 6 different cars. And then my other neighbor is a landscaper. And he has like 6 different cars. So it's probably one of them.
You know, man, it's good. It's big. It's good business right now for cars
Yeah.
because they don't sell very much, but people are paying for quality. They're not going to be buying shit cars anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be able to afford a $500 shit car unless you're pretty ignorant or in need, which is fucking.
Dude, the amount of time you have to work into a $500 shit car and parts and all that shit, it's just, I mean, you could just lease a Toyota Corolla for like $150 or $149 a month, you know?
Yeah, and you'll be upside down, but you'll never owe anything. You'll never owe anything but insurance. And there's ways to do it, man. And it's just, I think, I don't know. Things are too easy, and people aren't forced enough to think.
All right, the car moved.
They kind of moved.
No, they left.
Well, I think we can leave that on, but I wanted to talk about Twitch. I'm on Gears for Jeers
Oh,
on
dude,
Twitch.
I went on your Twitch, man.
What'd you
I
think?
didn't see it. I
I have like a 30-second clip.
took a screenshot.
Cool.
Hold on, we're going.
Oh yeah, I think I saw your thing 133 or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh shit, you got your stuff set up.
Yeah, dude. This is the air conditioner.
Is that this is the table that was in the kitchen?
Yeah, dude. This is my setup now.
Sweet.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. My brother came over here, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, "Hey, man, you care if I lie in your bed for a second?" And I go, "Yeah." He shuts the door, turns on the air conditioner, just goes to sleep. You know,
Yeah.
he works nights. You know.
Yeah.
So like, he didn't even. He just went to bed, and I was like, "Oh, all right. Is that what he's asking?" I wanted to show him my guest bath. Yeah. So I was like, all right.
So you slept in the guest bedroom?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see here. We've got to find that red
We have to go to screenshots.
This is your pops right here?
Oh, that's my grandpa. That's my grandma. So
Dashing,
yeah,
strong.
yeah, dude. Rand R.
Oh, so no, not this one. The other one.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna be my personal one.
Oh shit, my bad.
It's okay.
Almost
you didn't say the whole
spelled
thing.
it out.
Yeah. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just more of a filtration system.
Yeah.
But Gears, like Gears of War, Gears 4 is an FOR, Jeers Jeers,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna be me watching fights,
You want to smoke a cigarette?
possibly playing video games,
Yeah.
and probably smoking herbs, but we'll see how it goes. Allegedly.
I don't do that, so it's all good.
Yeah. So my
Yeah.
guy here enjoys a good beer. Make good beer recommendations.
Oh yeah, dude. Like anything that's cheap. I'm a Bud Light guy. I drink Coors.
Bud Light guy.
Dude, I went into a craft brewery one time, and I was like, "What do you want?" And I had, I used to live next to Coors, and that's where my mom was working at the time. So I was like, "Oh, Coors," and they looked at me like I was like a jerk, you know? Yeah, I guess you're not supposed to do that at a craft beer company. And I'm like, if I'm paying, like I enjoy what I enjoy, you know?
Right, like
I don't know why you gotta be all snobby, you know?
it's a. Oh man. I'm torn. Okay, you know
McDonald's coffee tastes just as good to me as it does Starbucks.
Bro, I'm torn. I'm torn because you're right. You're right, and it's hard because I read this book. It's called The Gold Cookbook. I just bought it.
Yeah, dude.
Did I tell you about it?
No, but
I found it at a
What the hell you doing?
at an antique place. It was $18.
Yeah.
But it's a classic way to cook stuff. It's like you know all those little index cards your grandma has or your mom has in that little box.
Yeah.
What you're doing?
My mom didn't have that. My
Have you heard
mom,
about David and
but
Goliath?
I'm aware of them because of my neighbors.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If we
They
make it up to the whole
they
story.
give you like recipe inputs or whatnot.
Right. So it'll be like
Yeah.
so it'll be you know, name of ingredients, exactly the amount, and then on the back it'll be like, you know, roll into ball, soak in cream, something like that.
Oh,
Then
okay,
serve or
yeah.
bake, temperature,
So like a written down TikTok, you know.
recipe kind of.
Yeah.
But it's like the Golden Cookbook has it from 1936. It's from
Oh, okay.
1936 or something like that, or like 26 maybe. And
Yeah.
the ingredients are.
Shoe leather. No, I'm just playing. You know how they had that little.
Scrumptious fricassee. No, they have weird words in it, and I love how they talk. But
You gotta use sawdust to make the meat last. You know, like.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
An old ration trick. For you carpetbaggers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
You know what I'm saying? No.
People in the depression. Oh man.
They're like, if you use your fingernails twice, you can suck on them for flavor.
Yeah.
No, it says some guy named something de Goy, and he's basically helped American cuisine and fine dining in the Americas become world class. And what he did was he wanted to show people you can make a world class meal at home with almost no ingredients for the best basic shit you can get.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And I go into it. The guy explains that the best cooks in America.
Yeah.
He uses a different term, but it
Call a
are
press
black people,
conference.
he says.
Give them
Oh, that's
press
probably
release
true.
It's
number
interesting,
2
huh?
that we have
Because he
isolated
says
and
because
destroyed
they
the enemy
have
spaceship.
the strength in the
And you can
seasoning.
burn the
And
other
I'm like, man,
messages.
that's an old meme.
Commander.
That's an old meme.
Oh, wow. Never mind. Never mind.
That's an old meme. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's not true or it is true, but I found it so interesting. But
Dude, probably back then, like all you ate was like a vegetable, a starch, like
Boiled
a
chicken.
like a potato,
Yeah.
a meat, and a vegetable, and that's all you ate every day.
yeah, they didn't have like cumin in your kitchen, or they didn't have like other shit in there, maybe parsley, some
Dude, they
garlic.
thought
onions.
humans were dudes who rode on horses.
Imagine your neighbor, like you're just like some regular kid in the Midwest,
Yeah.
and then your neighbor has like Polish blood, so they have like these recipes that they fed their kids, and you get to eat it, and it's like it's tailored to your tongue, so it's amazing. It's so crazy because the food evolves, you know. But
Yeah, dude.
but like, where does your parents' food come from? You know.
Yeah, the potato, vegetable, and starch. That classic. You can eat a protein,
A
a
veggie.
veggie, and a starch, and that's what you get.
I wish I ate more veggies as a kid, but anyway.
Sugar.
Yeah, I got addicted to sugar, but anyway, I want to do these fish dumpling soups. I want to. It's just like basic. It goes like this. It's literally every kind of food. You go, I went to dumplings, and it was like, dumpling is this. It gives you like a hard definition of what exactly a dumpling is, and it's like what to aim for on the next page, and then the third page is why it's good to have them in certain foods and what it does to certain foods, and then it's like recipe. It's beautiful. It's really well written.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's
It talks about how to like, you go chicken. It's like, what kind of chicken are you looking for? What are you gonna be putting it in? You want this kind of chicken? How big do you want it? And the thing when you were saying about the craft beer,
yeah.
there's a very, very, very specific part where he says, the reason they don't have salt and pepper at tables in like really nice restaurants is because the person that's coming to eat it is looking at your art.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, huh?
Oh, wow. Maybe I was a dickbag.
Interesting. Huh? But then I'm like, but it's money. Shut up. You know? But it's money. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, but there's McDonald's is down the street,
Right.
A guy said that to me in at a wing place one time.
Why?
I go, "Do you got any boneless buffalo wings?" And he was like, "McDonald's is across the street." And I was like, "Oh!" I did the Pikachu face, I was
People are dumb. I don't know why they're so offensive.
oh man, I don't know.
I get working with the public, but damn.
Yeah,
Some people are fragile.
I don't know. But yeah, dude.
I give off nervous energy. What do you give off?
Oh, probably nervous energy too, I guess. I've been wearing dark shades, and that's been helping. I was like, I see why every construction guy wears this.
Yeah, so you don't have to. You can just keep a plain face.
So I can look like a wasp.
Wasp.
Or a bee or something. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's like weird.
No, it's not a bad thing, dude.
I feel weird talking to people with sunglasses on. I gotta take them off.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
want to see that because you're trying to actually have a conversation. People with sunglasses sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
They're not.
I don't know. It's just weird.
It's a withdrawn factor. You have to really know them to talk with them with glasses or something.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. It's just a lot of people ask questions. So I'm like, oh yeah, we're cleaning this part of the sewer to ensure you don't have a blockage.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing, or hey, I gotta turn this valve because something down the street broke.
Yeah.
So, dude, I broke they say you can't break valves, dude, and I've broken 2.
You're a beast, dude.
Oh man,
Secret beast.
that's I'm kind of proud of that, but kind of not because it takes fucking 3 hours to fix them.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude.
Well, you got to crash the machine once at least,
Yeah. Well, we don't even fix. I didn't break them. I broke the extensions on 'em.
Real?
Yeah. So I guess they're old or something. But yeah, dude, it ain't too bad.
Yeah, we have the 2 other podcasts. He just put one up with the movie playing in the background. It's pretty interesting. I was listening to it.
I might keep doing that.
Yeah. Just put old movies on there so then we can watch our own podcasts.
Yeah. That way, because or if we ever decide to do audio visual,
Yeah.
so we could do it that way. But I don't know. I kind of don't want to show my face,
You get it now. You kind of get
in
it.
case I say something stupid,
Well, the thing is you don't want to get canceled before you get started.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But at the same time, I hate prefacing all my shit like that. But it's so my intentions are not negatively seen, or I can build a careful map to my language. So when I preface stuff, it's not because I have no spine. It's because I know this. I know it takes a lot to be able to back up what I say.
Because I don't know, man. I don't know. Joking about, I don't know, wearing sunglasses,
Yeah.
I don't know, that might bother somebody,
I think ultimately you're gonna offend anybody, man. Somebody with glasses. I need these glasses to see. It's okay.
Sunglasses at night. All right.
Those aren't my intentions.
Yeah.
Sorry if that offended you. Anyway,
Yeah.
It's hard, man. I think
I don't know. I don't want to hurt no one's feelings or anything like that. I don't know, dude. It's tough, man. Recreational outrage or whatever,
I think there's a deep down love that most people love to have is when somebody does you wrong, and you have a justified feeling to be done wrong, and you're like, I got done wrong, and it feels great because it alleviates my own fault for this, and that feels good.
What was it? Rightful Vengeance or something like
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mark Twain did a story or something about going up and saying that God was on our side or something like that.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, they're saying the same thing or something, and they both think they're righteous or whatever. You want to what? Don't quote me. I'm quoting shit from 4th grade.
Hey.
I saw in a fucking VHS video.
Hey, dude, were those not his words? Were those not his intentions?
Yeah, I'm gonna say roughly that righteous anger.
Does the Pledge of Allegiance mean less when a child sings it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it does. You're funny.
They don't know what they're doing. They're just
they-
saying what everyone else is saying. No, I'm playing.
I think if you quote from books or whatever, people can say, "Oh, you're wrong. Oh, God."
Yeah.
oh no, my life's over. God, no, I'm fucked up the Mark Twain legacy. No, you know, it's when you become relevant enough that they can knock you down a peg a little. I think that's when. But even then, I'm like,
This is Orion Base.
I saw this guy.
it gives you power, man.
I saw this guy, and I watch a lot. I listen to a lot of sports, whatever. What I was talking about, and this one guy was like really angry at this sports commentator who said that. Do you know who Giannis is?
From football player or basketball player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes like, oh,
Bucks, right?
Yeah. So the sportscaster was like, oh, Giannis can't be a big star in America, you know, because he's like too foreign or whatever. And like this guy just
They
starts
paid that guy to take that. That's such a stupid statement.
Yeah. Also, like, have you never heard of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
God damn, dude.
Yo, because he ran into a similar problem. He was different, you know.
Yeah, it's.
But he was like governor, big movie star. But whatever, right? His point was like, oh, he can't be a big star, right? And it was just something he said, and this guy was like really angry at him, and like I don't know, man. I just I mean, he didn't get his career ruined, but like he got a lot of hate, you know, and it's just I don't know.
You don't feel for him because it was just a stupid statement that he's getting punished for?
Also, like in sports radio, they had nothing to talk about for the last year and a half, pretty much. So like every little thing they have to like explore, you know?
Oh.
And they have to play devil's advocate, you know?
Oh, fuck.
Because if you're on the radio 15 hours a week talking about sports and there's no sports playing, you know, like you gotta talk about something, you know?
It's a great time to become an MMA fan, man.
Yeah.
I'm not trashing. I feel bad for basketball, but they marketed themselves in such a way in the last year where it's like you're trying to like elevate the spirit, but
Well, like
people who love basketball want to escape into basketball, you know?
what was it?
And so when they fucking get mad at people, like I heard Charles Barkley told he wasn't allowed to talk about big women from Houston, and I was like, they were like, you can't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, but what is he gonna talk about? He has like nothing. Like they weren't playing basketball at the time, you know?
Yeah, and he said on like the TV, he's like, I can't wait for I have like 6 more months on this contract, and I'm fucking out, and then I'm gonna talk about all these Houston. I think.
Oh, I think he said Victoria's the secret down there.
Is that what he said?
that was what got him in trouble,
dude. What a fucking legend, man.
Oh, yeah.
What a legend.
But he's rich enough that, like, you know,
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
It's hard, bro. It's you either become friends with the cult, and I say the cult as in like say the things we want to hear, and then maybe we'll spare you when it's convenient.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, like
dude, I bet you, like if you're a political guy, you know, like that sports radio guy, that sports guy, you know, I think he was on Speak for Yourself or whatnot. I don't know. I don't think that was his intention to come off like that.
It sounded bigoted, but his intention wasn't bigoted.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But I think Charles Barkley's was fucking gold.
Dude, why can't he say that?
Fucked up.
I just feel like if people want to hear what he says,
I think it was San Antonio. Sorry to all the Houston.
something like that. Yeah.
Oh well, I had a good run.
I think I don't know, man. It's I really think, and I'm using this term because it's been popular. Legacy media is on its way out. It's dying, and like dude, if you go on Spotify, there's a new podcast with like a new name that some guy I never heard of that's probably most likely has to do with sports, and they're probably a guy from Sports Center. So what I think is happening is these guys that the big parts that make the contracts with the NBA and like ESPN's smart. If you remember, they did or not ESPN. Fox was smart when they let the UFC Unfiltered, the Fighter and the Kid podcast. They had a bunch of podcasts for all their commentators way back, like 10 years ago, and now those guys are killing it here. ESPN is like, okay, it's transitioning. We're gonna get all our sports guys to become friends, hate each other, and fabricate negative parts of their relationships so they can have their own little podcasts, and then they can own all the guys.
What was it?
And they could be sponsored, and then they'll get the contracts with like the real basketball players, unless you have an in.
every like sports media, like there's a guy out there called Strong Opinion Sports. He's just some dude who talks about sports, and he has like 20,000 views. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think his name is Nick Schomler or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that like he's able to support himself, and he's like a small time sports
People
guy.
want to hear him actually talk about it. A real guy genuinely talking about that is so fucking. Yeah. And I'm saying this 100%, and like the intention, like it's sexy. It calls your name. It's like I want to hear some real, fucking amazing, real, like some shit that makes sense to me, versus the prefabricated. Everybody has the same opinion on the same top 10 teams, on the same top 10 things that only these guys want you to see or pay attention to.
Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. Who had a better Space Jam?
Oh, let's what that guy? Oh, he said he likes Twinkies more than he likes ding dongs. Let's who was right? Get some guy on Instagram to make a GIF. Yeah. Tie it into a stupid clip.
But they do 3 hours a day. Each day.
Only 3 hours?
For each show is like 3 hours long. So if you have a radio show, you kind of might have to do pre-scripted if you're doing that much on such a narrow topic, Yeah. And I think that's like a big issue right now with sports media, is that it's every like. There's like 8 different radio shows, and they're all 2 or 3 hours long on the same station network.
I think maybe the ESPN and these guys are counting on people to be super fans, kind of like the freemium guys. The guys that pay for those premium things. Maybe they're like, hey, if this guy just listens to the 3 hours twice a week, he listens to it in the middle of the night, in the middle of the day, we still got him for 3 hours. So what commercials do we want to put in there? We'll make sure he listens to it.
Men's hair loss.
Yeah. Ladies, are you sick of hairy, smelly balls? I don't know the commercials. Yeah. Man Garden or no, Super Shaves. Yeah. And these they're smart, man. They're trying to stay alive, but I think crypto. I think a lot of this shit's gonna slowly, like the banking system. I think they're getting crushed right now.
They're I don't know, man. I think they're in a tough spot, but I also think that if you're going to see these Bitcoins, you're going to be like, oh, people are buying drugs with them. We should make them illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. The government doesn't want you to this government specifically wants you to use the money in this specific government. And I'm not saying the Biden. I'm saying American interests tied into our lobbying system that help run the senators' choices, deep in this. And I'm going to use a statement swamp, because it's still a swamp, It's like, it's just so thick with these pieces of shit that they could probably do it, man. And it sucks. It sucks that they might be able to do it.
I feel like...
but it'll be like weed, like... So many people just use it enough, and people are going to get busted with it, doing this and that.
But if you run prisons, you're going to be like, hey, keep this illegal. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, good point.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's tough, and it's I don't know. I feel like the world's changing, but I feel like there's enough young, smart, evil people out there that they're gonna adapt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's definitely a class of people, but when money gets moved to more downwards. To people who are younger, there's a lot of innovation usually. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys have time, effort, money. They could put into something pretty amazing new. Or I hope so, at least.
You could just be like every other rich guy on TV. I pulled myself out of the slums of Golden, Colorado.
Yeah, I pulled my elegant bootstraps up. Yeah. Out of the gold box I received. No, I don't. I think
I was lower middle class in the richest country in the world. Like,
yeah.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Like, enjoy the smell of your own stuff.
I think. I mean, there's something to say that you work up because of the capitalist system.
Work hard.
But
yeah, you worked hard. I'm sorry, I didn't mean like that.
I know what you're saying, but it's the people that pretend like they did. Like if your dad's dad did it, you know what I'm saying, and then you didn't expand on it. Like they say, Bruce Lee always says, add what you must, take away what you have to, or something like that. If you add, you have to take. You know, so like, if you're not adding to your father's legacy, or you don't create your own, and you're just taking, it's just, you know, diminishing returns.
That's like hardcore on Brandon Lee.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah, well, it's I'm finding out that philosophy cuts right through a lot of stupid shit, and it's annoying because it's like you don't make any money off of it, but they really should teach you stoicism in high school. They should, what more than they do, at least they really should teach you to be like, hey, look, control your emotions.
They should teach you what a 1031 exchange is.
What's that?
It's like when you it's how you avoid taxes when you sell a house. You avoid taxes because you're gonna roll it into another house. So you depreciate your house and you file 1031. So like if you're real rich, you kind of if you buy a house and buy another house, you can just roll that house into another property, you know, and then you don't have to pay taxes on it.
So you say you took a loss on one, and then you put the taxes you didn't pay on the loss that you would have paid if it was a gain and onto the new property.
So like if you buy a house for like $100,000 or something like that, and you sell it for $150, you file a 1031 exchange saying that you're gonna put it into this next house. You don't have to pay taxes on it. On that $50,000 you made. I think. You wanna know what? Don't quote me.
No. I wonder if.
And then
at what point does showing people, like, if you were to tell somebody that,
I think it just levels the playing field, to be honest with you, and tell people to like how to make money, you know, like how to form an LLC and all that stuff, and to buy, like, you know, don't buy depreciating assets or something like that.
You just gave me a great idea for a foundation I'd love to start with.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna call it.
Already plans are being made for the colonies. Sources of food and
I got nothing right now. But
I had a dream about being a math teacher and talking about this stuff.
Were you like a balding math teacher with like the plaid coat and like the brown, you know, from the 80s with like the looking like a Stand By Me guy?
Yeah, stand and deliver, fool.
Stand and deliver, fool.
Yeah,
Don't joke like
but
that,
like
man.
I can't.
Don't joke like that, man.
I can't do that unless I'm a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So
you would do it for a passion project?
Like if I became a millionaire, then I would do it, you know. But I can't say do all this stuff and I haven't done it, you know. But yeah, that's why I'm fucking gonna rent out my backyard to a contractor, you know.
Use your space the way you should, you know. You can, and he doesn't have to be there forever, you know. If you're gonna keep it there, will he require you security?
I gotta connect water to my garage in the backyard.
Maybe like a janitor's sink or something.
Yeah, and a bathroom, you know.
Okay.
But like, you know, you gotta dig like 4 or 5 feet down, you know, and then you gotta
straight hole.
Well, like, so I think to avoid freezing, you gotta dig the water line that deep. So I gotta connect it to my house and then funnel it to that house, you know. So like that is, I feel like I need a permit for that, you know. Like
you understand so much about the ground ecology that like you have a good respect for it. It's interesting. I wonder, because I would just be like, just fucking dig it.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like that's a better approach than what I'm doing. You know?
No, but you're
paralysis by analysis.
Paralysis by analysis.
What was it?
The podcast.
What was it? Arnold Schwarzenegger said that he was taking this class at a community college, and he just bought he started a bricklaying company when he was a bodybuilder. And he bought like an apartment complex, and he was still like taking courses. And he goes like, I drive a nicer car than this guy. More knowledge doesn't equate to better success or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just dig a fucking hole. You know?
yeah, dude. And Arnold's a pretty brilliant man. He's just always he's a bootstrap guy, I'd say. Would you say?
Yeah. He in this book, man, he talked about like, well, to be fair, this is like his words or whatnot, but he comes off as like a guy who 100% like believed in himself, you know. He was like, and because like if he would have overthought his plan, so his plan was like, oh, I'm gonna go to America, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder, I'm gonna go to America, I'm gonna be a movie star. And that's such a general plan, you know, that if you were like anybody else, you might go like, oh, I would have a better chance at this if I would do that. But just because he had such a simple plan and went full bar, you know, I think he was able
Every single moment was dedicated to the bodybuilding that would lead into the acting that would lead him into the connections that would lead him into acting.
Like
he started with Bill Starr's 5x5.
Like he left the army, you know, to do a bodybuilding contest, and like I couldn't see myself doing that, you know. Like he went AWOL, which is like a big deal, you know.
In Austria?
Yeah, to go do a bodybuilding contest, and then he got arrested, and he was like in prison, or he was like in a little jail cell, but because he won, they let him go, you know.
Yeah.
And the captain was like, if you didn't win, you'd still be here, like you know what I'm talking about, like that takes some fucking balls, man.
He knew he was gonna win. I guess. How many times had he won before that, or did they say, or was it like his
he
first
was like
one?
a young dude. He was like 18, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many times he competed.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
He started on Bill Starr's 5x5.
I think he did I Love Lucy too.
That's the 4-day one, 5-day.
Oh no, that's a sitcom.
Oh,
Like
I thought
Lucy,
it was like a.
I Love Lucy had a show in the 70s, and he goes survivor bias, but having that simple plan, he was able to succeed. You know, I don't know. He said he did a movie called Stay Hungry, and he goes, I never forgot that. Like I was like, oh,
Stay Hungry.
yeah.
Yeah. Arnold's awesome, man. Yeah. He did a movie. Another movie, I can't remember what, right before he did Conan the Barbarian, and he was still taking English lessons, so he had like the thickest accent in that one, so it never got super big.
Hercules in New York.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, he did that. Yeah, Hercules in New York, and it was supposed to be centered around him and everything, and it was like perfectly crafted for him to become a great guy, but he just couldn't speak that good. He wasn't as charismatic, but he was still kind of a freak of nature back then.
Yeah.
So he got notoriety, and then I
They
think
dubbed his voice,
did they?
and they didn't tell him until he saw it.
Oh no, that's fucking Stallone.
Yeah. But dude, him and Stallone, like,
No, fucking, I'm not doing it.
him and Stallone both had back to that sports reporter Giannis. I'm not shitting on him, but like,
Yeah.
you know, he made his weakness his strength, you know,
Yeah.
and just was like, all right, this is the way I talk, and if you do get disqualifying characteristics, but part of their personality.
Somebody.
But yeah,
How many hours are we running right now?
we're about an hour and 30 minutes in,
Okay.
but I think our battery's kind of low, so I just wanna.
We'll save it for next time, guys.
Okay, hey guys, it's been good. You know,
Rootin',
stay tootin'.
and always be kind.
Always be kind to each other. All right, man. Peace.